can I do for you?
Sorry to bust in. There was no girl out there.
She's out to lunch.
It's just as well.
Hey?
Skip it.
Would you mind telling me what you want here, Mr.
Blake, Steve Blake. Well, you have got a good view of police headquarters from here.
I'm aware of that.
There's a possibility that you'll have to defend me on a murder charge, Mr. Bennett.
Possibility? You mean you've actually killed someone?
No, not yet. But if the police let him go...
Mr. Blake, are you quite sure you know what you're doing?
Across the street in the police station are two people. One of them is Mark Harper.
Mark Harper? The owner of the Harper Diamond Mine?
Yeah. The other is a girl. She means a lot to me. I love her and I intend to marry her. Right now, both she and Harper are being held for murder. They're different murders, but each hinges on the other.
But I don't understand.
You will.
Why did you come here? Why did you select me as your attorney? You don't know me.
No. But that window is very handy, Mr. Bennett. I can get a perfect shot at Harper from it.
But, Mr. Blake, I cannot allow you to do this. You can't take the law into your own hands.
I might have to. And I might not. Depending on whether Harper or most of the street.
Mr. Blake, it's not a lawyer, but a doctor you need. You are out of your mind, you know.
Relax, Mr. Bennett. Maybe you better hear the whole story since you may have to defend me.
I will not defend you, Mr. Blake.
Maybe the story will change your mind. You better listen. It all started when I had my first date with a girl named Clarissa, a stranger in town. Well, she was lonely and I was obliging. And she was getting less lonely every minute, but suddenly there was a knock on the door.
Is someone knocking?
Must be a woodpecker.
Learn to kiss like that in Africa.
I used to play trombone in the school band. I was just giving you the first 32 bars of the William Tell Overture.
We'll play the next 32, baby.
Now I know what made William Tell.
Trip was nice.
That's right. Like what you see?
Wearing your rubber-soled shoes again, Mark?
Next time I'll enter with a fanfare of trumpets.
Smart, aren't you?
Yes, I'm smart enough to keep my eye on my wife when there's a handsome stranger about.
Oh, I'd hate to be in your boots. You can't trust anyone. You love me and you don't trust me.
That's right. I don't think Blake will be here long enough to worry me. It might be best if you'd leave us alone after you meet Blake.
As you wish, Mark.
Don't mean to butt in, Harper. They're outside. Yes, I know. Send them in. All right. This way.
Steve, darling, so good to see you again.
Hello, Connie.
Oh, no. Not out here in the middle of darkest Africa.
You old friends? Oh, we met. It was years ago. Why didn't you tell me that you'd met Blake?
You didn't ask me, darling. How long has it been, Steve?
Oh, 5 years, I guess.
That should make it all right then, dear. We've only been married 4.
I hope you don't mind, Harper, but I'd like to get down to business. We didn't come out here for the joyride. Well, that suits me admirably. I'm glad we see eye to eye.
Apparently, I must leave. We'll have a long talk about old times, Steve.
Oh, I don't think you'll be here that long, Mrs. Harper. Well, I'm certainly glad to have met you.
I wasn't aware that we had met.
Well, only goes to show you. Certainly a small world, huh? Ah, brother. What a meal. The only thing missing was the finger bowl. But I don't mind. I'm a lousy bowler anyway. What'd you find?
It's the mags, all right.
Have a bicarbonate?
What, is that the way you get rid of lions?
No, I...
Just don't make a noise like something to eat. They go away and leave us alone.
You may go away. Aren't you sure?
No, I guarantee just ran out. Look, you better get the rifle, though, just in case.
don't hear that line anymore, Steve.
No, he probably found a meal somewhere else.
Here's hoping you don't come around here looking for dessert. Steve! That lion's back and he's throwing spears.
Hey, Hoppy, easy. That's just a jungle calling card.
Well, let's get out of here. I don't want to accept the invitation.
It wouldn't do any good to run. They're probably watching every move we make. We may as well stay right here in the open.
Now I know how a dummy feels in a store window.
Stay close.
Don't worry.
Like I said, our first customer. Drop the rifle.
I'm going to feel awful undressed without it.
We wouldn't have a chance. Maybe they won't get rough if we don't. Drop it.
I don't think he likes us, Steve.
Lakbama, Donogu, Samba, Aluma. I thought I knew most of these tribal languages. This is a new one on me. Saku. They tied us up and pushed us around as if we were nothing more than cattle. But it wouldn't have done any good to get sore. Those spears are plenty deadly when they're used right. And then they led us off into the jungle. Marcus Chikoma. Now I get it.
You must be a mind reader.
Yeah. The Chinese always say, one picture is worth 1,000 words. I doubt if the old boy ever got to China, but he had plenty of good common sense. Well, I was supposed to draw pictures showing who we were and where we came from. Now, I'm no Rembrandt, but that much I could do. He also seemed to have control over that blonde package of TNT, which was okay with me. Oh, that baby was dangerous. In the best way I could, I tried to explain that we had flown the plane from a coast town, Shinobi, and that we were on our way south when we had to land. Now, I couldn't take a chance on telling them that we were working for Harper. That'd probably mean our necks.
Madame, retourne soleil.
Something tells me you should have gone to art school, Junior.
And then Hoppy told me that he was getting near the end of his job on a plane, so I had to speed up my lessons.
You really taught those people English?
Well, just enough to find out what I wanted to know about Mila and Harper.
So there was a connection.
Yeah, enough to make your hair stand on end.